conversation online about SNAP benefits that are set to not be paid next month due to the government shutdown. And in a lot of the content that I'm seeing, folks are pointing
She
their
gonna cut her
ire
finger off.
in all the wrong places. See, because the largest beneficiary of government welfare, of things like SNAP and Medicaid, are large corporations. Let's use Walmart for example. Walmart employs the highest number of Americans on SNAP in the country. Now, Walmart is incentivized by what's called a work opportunity tax credit to employ Americans who are receiving welfare like SNAP or Medicare. You may notice that sometimes when you're applying for a job, they might ask you if you're receiving government benefits like SNAP or Medicaid. The purpose of an employer asking those questions of applicants is to use you for this tax credit. So every time Walmart hires somebody who is on SNAP or Medicaid, they qualify for a $9,000, last time I checked, tax credit from the federal government. For every person they hire who receives SNAP, they get 9,000 bucks back. Here's the kicker though, they are not required as part of this benefit program to actually pay those folks enough to come off of SNAP. For a corporation like Walmart, it's a steal. They don't have to pay their employees high enough wages to be able to afford things like food and doctor's visits, and they get the benefit of having employees come to work with full bellies and medical care. That begs the question, who's the real welfare queen?
Well, the real welfare queen is the industry. Look, I'll tell you like this. She's spitting some knowledge here. See, that stuff I didn't even know. But I will say this. This is something we should have ought to known. It's like, for instance, if you have the EBT card and then the most purchased thing on EBT, and this is what they said they have in statistics, the most purchased thing on EBT is sugary snacks and drinks. The most purchased thing. So you got to think about it like that. If I'm a corporation like Walmart or Sam's Club, anywhere I go can spend my EBT, I'm going to advocate for the Democratic Party because Democratic Party is going to give the money to the poor people. Poor people are going to make dumb decisions and go and buy sugary snacks, right? Sugary snacks, and then you got to think about it, it's a double part. Sugary snacks is going to keep them buying it, right? They love that shit. It's not good for their health, obviously, over time. They're going to need Medicaid, Medicare, because they're not healthy, because they're not eating healthy by choice. So if I'm Big Pharma, I also am going to pay into the Democratic Party because the government is going to fund these people that have made bad decisions with their EBT to eat bad. And then I'm going to fund the Democratic Party just so when they are eating bad and they use Medicaid goes back to the Big Pharma drug company, and I'm going to fund it back. And then I'm going to get basically get federal funding. So I'm going to upcharge the medicine. The feds are going to pay me because these people can't control their mouth. They don't have to pay anything. It's being paid by the rest of the citizens and the taxpayers of the country. So you got, say, Walmart or all the stores selling sugary snacks. I'm not saying they shouldn't sell the sugary snacks. I'm just saying that if you cut them off from buying the sugary snacks, it will affect Walmart. Walmart's like, well, that's not our number one sold item on EBT anymore. So now we have to change up the mode. You know what I mean? And then since they don't have sugary snacks and stuff, health might be good, might be better. The obesity rate might be lower for sure. So then the Big Pharma don't have too many drugs to sell. So now you got Big Pharma, Walmart, Sam's Club, all these big companies that want to sell sugary snacks so they can benefit just from that one singular person that is on EBT or Medicaid. It's all a big cycle. And guess what? The person that has the Medicare, Medicaid, EBT don't pay a dime because they're poor. But the person that is like me, an average Joe, a middle class individual, they're the ones paying into the government. Everyone's paying into it. Poor or not, but the poor people don't have money, so then again they get more funding back than they are giving out. But me, like an individual like I will fund it more than I'm getting back in. And then the people that we're giving it to is not responsible at all. They're not good with money. They're not good with condensing anything down. They're not good with good decisions, pretty much. So then what happens? Because then they feed back in the system. So now you got fat, poor people in the system, the big industries on top are funding it in too, which it makes sense for them to do it because they're getting guaranteed government funding. It's like Section 8. Section 8 is a thing that people like to do more than regular people because it's guaranteed government funds. So I rather get somebody in here, keep them on Section 8, have the price this high, and then Section 8, I ask you, because this is what, I don't know if I'm going to tell you out of this. Y'all don't know. Most landlords, they don't even have a price on the rent. They'll ask you how much your voucher is, right? And then say your voucher, $2,000. Landlord going to say, all right, I'm going to charge you $2,200. Not even, I'm going to charge you $2,100. So then you pay me $100 out your pocket, and the government gives me the whole $2,000. Even though prior to you telling him that the house was for rent for like $1,500, just so they can take the rest of the money from the voucher because it's guaranteed funds from the government. And guess who funds that? Not the government, the taxpayers, bro. Y'all got to understand what's going on and the finesse is happening. So these companies are hiring people because it benefits them on tax breaks, and also it benefits them when it comes to funding the agenda to get the money back. It's like almost laundering, but it's like clean laundering. So if y'all understand that, y'all would understand you got to change your actions because that's what the industry wants you. And I tell black people all the time, man, cut off the snacks. Cut off the sugary snacks. At least go diet. You know what I'm saying? But cut out the sugary snacks, and you're going to see the change in the economy. What's going to happen is they're going to start dropping shit that you ain't never seen. Twinkies that when you bite into it, glitter, all that. You hear me? Sparkles. They're going to start dropping the bangers as soon as you stop eating the sweets. You hear me? Exactly what's going to happen. Just to get you back into the swing of things. Just so you can fund it. So you could be lazy. So you don't have to work. And then ask the government for funds. Government gives you the funds. Low requirements. You don't have to fund into it. And if you get EBT, you damn near can probably get Medicaid. And you probably damn near can get a Section 8 fucking around. Yeah. While the taxpayer is paying that money. So for those that don't understand, man, these big major companies, they're actually incentivizing y'all to eat bad, do bad, because they get paid. While their family's never eating that type of shit. Their family's like, oh, hell no, we trying to live forever. We not about to eat this sugary snacks, sugary drinks. We eating organic. You know what I'm saying? Because we know better. Even if we were poor, we'll know not to eat that shit. You know what I'm saying? We know not to eat pork because the shit's bad for you. But the poors don't. Or the poors do, and they can't afford it, so they just like, fuck it. I'm not saying you should starve yourself, but you should make better decisions based on monetary gain and for your value of your body. So it's up to what y'all think about this, man. So y'all tell me what y'all think about this in the comment section. What I said, did that make sense? Did it make sense that the big companies are actually funding the government? It's like, say Kamala Harris, and I fund the campaign of Kamala Harris because I want Kamala Harris to win, knowing that she's going to give money back to the EBT recipients. They're actually going to up your recipient money, which is the taxpayers' money. And then I'm going to take that money, and you're going to come to my store and buy all these goods, which is going to inevitably give me money at the end, right? It's like a whole cycle. Republican, give benefits, give it to the poor people, buy snacks, eat good, be fat, unhealthy, Medicaid, drug company, up the drugs, sell the drugs, Medicaid. It's a big cycle, bro. And if y'all don't understand this, you'll never understand it. Now, the question is, I want to leave y'all with is, how do you stop? How do you get out of this cycle? And that's what you really should be focusing on the most. How do you get out of this cycle of this self-destruction? Because the government, it's really a funding of outside companies. You got to watch who is portraying to be the sheep when they're the wolf. That being said, tell me what y'all think about this in the comment section of your opinion about this whole thing and the concept that I explained, and also that this woman explained about Walmart and the 9K and all that stuff and the SNAP benefits. Because it's basically what she explained is the same as if you're donating to Ronald McDonald House at McDonald's. So say you go to McDonald's and you're giving your money, you put it in a little jar. Or you take your money and give it to this thing, this entity, this non-for-profit organization. Say you're giving it to this non-for-profit organization and they're like, well, this is for a donation. It's going to go to the charity people. Yes, it will go there. But what you didn't know is that it's actually a big write-off for them. So what you're doing is you're giving them things to write things off so they can pay less money in taxes. Amazon does it all the time. There's a whole page of donation places for Amazon just so if you want to give your money they're going to write that amount off in the taxes so then they can pay less taxes for the money that they gain. yeah. You either know it or you don't know it. It's your boy Angelo Savage. Tell me what you think about this in the comment section. Don't forget to like the video for YouTube algorithm. Lastly, don't forget to subscribe. It's your boy Savage. Let's go.